Hey there. Hey guys, Luis Moreno here. I am going live here on Think Medicare, Think ACA on a Friday. Let me go to my chat, see if I can see any questions. Ivan, I can't see if I can hear you or not. Let me know if you can hear me. All right, I'm back. Okay, I'm sorry, guys. Trying to figure out how to make this thing work on a iPhone. I am at a carrier trip here in Florida. Okay, great. Hey, Ivan, I can see your text messages. Do me a favor and text me the questions because I don't see the chat. Oh, you know what? Hold on here. I do see it. Okay, perfect. Hey, good morning, Victor. All right, perfect. All right, now I can see the comments. Well, hey, guys, I'm in Florida right now on a carrier trip. I just stepped out so we can continue this UT Live. But hey, Victor, go ahead. Hit me with your question, man. And good morning to you. And do me a favor, type it away because I can't hear. Hey, by the way, while we're waiting, this is anything Medicare, anything ACA. A couple of things here that I want to make you guys aware. Don't forget, I've had a chat with a few um, agents. I've been on some chat rooms on ACA. And guys, what I am seeing and hearing right now, boy, they are going after a lot of these scam agencies out there. Some big names that are out there that were promoting the agent of record changes are going down. I don't want to mention any names, but there's one guy out there. Thank goodness they knocked him down. Suspended his license, is what I hear, or suspended his writing ability. Hopefully, they're going to go after his financials. I am hoping a lot of these organizations that charged agents thousands of dollars just to teach them how to steal agent of records using these fraudulent scam ads on social media. A lot of those guys, they're done. Okay. Uh, I hope it's just not they kick them out or they're done with them now. I hope they go after their financials and really put them out of business. Hey, by the way, Victor, to answer your question, this is a farmer's insurance carrier trip here in Orlando. It's a 4 or 5 day trip that we won based on the agency production. And so we decided to come here because there was a family friendly event and we got the opportunity to bring the kids. So very, very nice. Cool. Okay. Deal. Good morning. Good morning to you. Hey guys, feel free to ask any questions. I'm going to have to probably keep this kind of short because I am, as you can see in the background, I am sitting here in the check-in area for our uh, our event, and we've got a huge um, general session going on that I don't want to miss, but I didn't want to miss any of your questions this morning. So go ahead, hit me up. Type your questions away. While we wait, I'll just tell you, make sure you're doing everything right on ACA. Make sure that you guys are collecting consent and confirmation. Make sure that you're not running any scam ads. Do not run any of the free $500 gift card ads. Don't run the $6,400 in benefits. No matter who's telling you, oh, you'll be okay, don't do it. Guys, I know from a good source that agents that have ran those ads, they're going after them. Okay. They're gonna suspend you and kick you out of the business. Victor, does your farmers agency only deal with PNC or does it include all lines? On farmers, we run all lines: auto, home, life, commercial. Ivan is one of our huge live writers. He is doing so good with life insurance, but we're always at the top in our area on auto and home. Our commercial, it needs a little bit of work. I need to find a dedicated person to handle commercial, but we do. It's all lines is what we do with farmers. All right, I'm trying to think of some things here for you guys while we wait for some questions. I'll tell you, number one, again, make sure you're doing everything right. Um, the new integration rule that I see here every 12 hours, guys, not a big deal. I keep hearing agents, oh, how this sucks. It's literally a 30-second event. When you log in Health Sherpa, all you've got to do is go hit integrate. It takes you to the portal on CMS. You log into there, you get your code, and within, I'd say, less than a minute, you've completed the integration. So not a big deal. I have no idea why they did that. I don't think it's going to stop anything, but some corporate head thought it was a good idea. Um, Besides the consent and the confirmation, make sure that you are communicating with your insureds. It doesn't have to be verbally. It can be by text, it can be by email, but do not fall into the trap of the no talk leads. The guy that was promoting that, that's the one that just got canned and suspended. Okay, so I will just tell you, do not fall into that category. Do your job right. Okay, get a good lead, call them, text them, email them, collect their data, talk to them about their doctors and meds, and then proceed with making a recommendation on their health insurance. All right, I'm trying to think here, Victor, in the process of going through CMS training, have no specific question. Yes. Oh, on the other thing, I'm glad you brought that up. Guys, ACA certification is open. It opened up yesterday, like 2 days ago, I believe. It opened up. So it is no longer dark. You can go in there and you can certify for 2025. Also, just so you know, if you're a new agent and you're like, well, great, I want to be good for 2025, but what about sales for 2024? You're going to be okay, guys. The 2025 certification will work for 2025 as well as 2024. Make sure you're certified, and then I will be creating a video where I will be posting a link where you can check your NPN to make sure that you have the green check mark done, or at least complete. All right, what else do I got here for you guys? Okay, on the Medicare side of the house, I don't see anything huge yet. It's business as usual. Make sure that you're following the 48-hour rule when you're dealing with these insureds when it comes to the scope and your appointment. Uh, if you're doing everything over the phone, make sure that you are recording. They don't care about the video recording. Mainly what they need at a bare minimum is the audio recording. Make sure you're doing your compliant presentations. And the only way to void the 48-hour rule, guys, is number one, they walk in or a call in, or if it's within 4 days of the ending of a valid election. Other than that, you got to follow the 48-hour rule. Remember, the 48-hour rule is not a 2-day rule. It's specifically 48 hours. JP, any thought on the Part D changes? No. I wish I had something more concrete. I know there's some huge changes. I haven't even done my any. I haven't even looked at any of the sneak peeks for 2025 yet on what carriers are proposing. I do know that there's going to be a lot of changes. I think rates are going to go up, benefits are going to go down. But the beautiful thing next year, guys, with this is on the prescription side of the house, the out of pocket, the true out of pocket, the gap, the most that these people are going to pay is $2,000, which I think is great. I think that is huge. Okay, right now the true out of pocket is almost 8,000. I think it's right at $8,000 for people that get into the donut hole. Remember, next year it's going to be a flat 2 grand. I think that's a great thing. Good question, JP. Okay, Victor, correct me if I'm wrong, but are you running a captive or no? I'm running my. We're two different entities, Victor. Farmers is one entity, and yes, every agent with Farmers is a captive agent. Okay. Now, with Messer, the only thing I'm running with Messer is my ACA side of the business, which Farmers does not do. And that's the beauty of Farmers, is that if they don't have a product they sell, they don't care. As long as you're meeting their production numbers, they're not going to care what you're doing. So if I want to run 10 different businesses on the outside, they don't care, but they do care, and they put you on the radar, which is not a good thing if you're not meeting the specific numbers. And we're either number one, number two in the district, so we're fine. So again, with Messer Financial, the only thing I'm running through them is our ACA side of the house. Daniel, I've been out of the loop with writing ACA for a while. What's the best way to get up to speed with new requirements, info to sell, and keep updated? Daniel, you're on the best channel for ACA. Right here is what you're going to be doing. So, first thing, if you've been out of it, make sure you certify. If you're in one of the, I think it's 38 federal states, you do one certification and you're good to go. If you are in some of the state-based exchanges, you've got to do their training. Okay. Aside from that, once you've done your certifications, that's pretty much it. Make sure that you have your contracts. If you don't have contracts with carriers, I'd be glad to help you out, man. Send me an email. Ivan, would you post my email on the text message, please? But yeah, in fact, you know what? I think I can do it. Banner. Yep, there's my email, guys. Oh, I love technology. There's my email. Send me an email, Daniel. I'll get you hooked up. For every ACA agent, I tell them these are the three products that you want to have. Number one is all of your ACA carriers, and they vary by state. And whatever state that you're going to be selling in, get all of the carriers because you don't know from county to county, from year to year, who's going to be the best one. Second, make sure you have a dental and vision carrier. I use Emeritus. If you don't have the Emeritus contract, send me an email and I'll send you a contract via DocuSign. Emeritus is the dental and vision carrier that I prefer to use. And then the third line of the third carrier that I want you to get is Allstate, and I use Allstate Health Solutions for my indemnity product. They have a short-term product. They have dental and vision. They got a bunch of things, but I strictly focus on their plan enhancer, which is an indemnity plan. And what it does is it helps our insureds meet the out-of-pocket maximum when there's an accident or a sickness. Okay, so those three, that's the best way to do it. As far as compliance and requirements, I do a lot of training on this, but I will tell you, I use a CRM. My CRM is what collects my consent and confirmation. So make sure that you're doing that with every single insured. You must collect consent before you search them on the marketplace. Okay, so I have a CRM. I have some workflows built in where you can capture it easily via a text message consent from the insured. And I'm also working right now on setting a program up where you can collect a signature. So you have the opportunity to do a signature or a text message. Aside from the consent and then the confirmation, which is right before you submit that application to the marketplace, you have to confirm that all the data that you entered is correct. So what I do is I do a print screen of the application, send it to the insured, have the insured review it, and then reply back with I confirm that everything is correct, and then you're good to go. So Daniel, yeah, I'd be glad to help you out. Let's see. Continue with your question. What about consents to sell recordings? Oh, great. So you're set up under me. Awesome. The consents and the consent and the confirmation, I use Agent CRM. Ivan, will you post my link to Agent CRM? I have an affiliate with Agent CRM. I use that, and you'll have my workflow so you don't have to develop them. You'll just use my workflows to get the consent and the confirmation from your insureds. Victor, would I be able to work for State Farm as a captive agent and do ACA? I don't think so. State Farm, I don't even think you're an independent agent. You are an employee if you work for State Farm. And as far as I know, with State Farm, I'm just going to go with my past knowledge. You cannot do anything other than State Farm. I think they watch you like a hawk because you're an employee, um, and also you don't own your agency. Okay, Farmers Insurance is the only one that I know, possibly Allstate, where you own your agency. I don't know too much about Allstate. I did hear things are getting worse for those agents, um, but who knows? Okay, so I don't think so, Victor, to answer your question. All right, let's continue here. RJ Caso. Okay, I can't get anyone to answer the phone from my Facebook ads. Could it be the number calling spam? How do I improve this? You know what? Are you using my workflows, Richard? From I think it's Richard Ricardo, maybe. Are you using my workflows on Agent CRM? Okay. What I would do on that is make sure that you're warming up the lead. Send them a text message. Hey, Mr. Lead, you are on Facebook and you clicked on my ad. I'm going to be calling you from this number. Okay. And that way they recognize your number. And I'll be calling you in a few minutes. Okay, I'm going to collect some data, warm them up. I'm going to collect some data so that I can run a good, accurate quote for you. And then I'm going to ask you about your doctors and meds so that I can narrow down plans. Aside from that, I don't know how you could improve. um, Agent CRM, if you're calling from that number, there's a A2P. So some verification that you have to do with your phone number so that it's registered and it doesn't pop up as spam. So consider the CRM. Okay, there's some advantages to that. JP just bought Click to Close. Really hope it works out. My lead cost and my effort are getting too costly. JP, 100%. I agree. Don't buy leads out there, guys. What these lead vendors are doing, they're running their own ads. Okay, on social media. And then what they're doing is they're taking that lead and they're selling it to multiple agents. And then there you are with 10 agents fighting for the same customer. And you spent good money on it. So I will tell you, the best thing to do is to create your own ads. I'm glad you got the Click to Close. But I will tell you, um, lead cost, and they vary, guys. We were $4 to $7 for a long time. We went up to about $15 to $20. It's still a good idea. It's still definitely worth it. Victor Cratelli, what is the new procedure for doing apps? Do we fill out Health Sharp on a three-way? Okay, so Victor, yes, this is a new ruling that came out mainly to protect the agent of record, which I think is a great thing. So a if you're dealing with an insured that is a virgin insured, and what I mean by that is no agent of record, all you have to do is business as usual. You do everything on Health Sherpa. You don't have to worry about a three-way call or anything like that. Now, if you're working on an insured and when you enter the data, it shows up that they have an agent of record, then at that point, you're going to do one of two things. One, and it will give you the number there. When you get to the end of it and say, oops, sorry, error, can't proceed, it'll give you the number for you and that insured to call the marketplace. And you call the marketplace, they're going to go through the entire app, every single question. It's going to take about 30 minutes or so, and then they can proceed to change the agent of record with the insured on the phone. Or you can send the insured a link and then they can do it themselves. Okay, so kind of depends on the capability of the insured, but that's what you're going to have to do if there's already an agent of record. Hope that answers it. If it doesn't, Victor, just hit me back up. As far as what the number is, it's I think it's 1-800. I know 318, but I can't remember the last four. It's the marketplace number. If you just go to healthcare.gov and hit contact us, you'll see that number on there. In fact, Ivan has done it a few. I have yet to do that. I don't write that much anymore. My team does. Ivan, if you want to unmute, can you kind of walk your? Did I say that accurately, or is there something different? Let's see if Ivan might be able to chime in. I know he's on this call. Okay, let's continue. Victor, oh, okay, Ivan can't talk. Okay. Okay, Ivan said I was accurate. Okay, perfect. Okay, so we're right on. Uh, Oh, yes. So Victor, yes, with farmers, they got no issue with me doing ACA. They're now even farmers even got into the Medicare game, and it's not even a big deal for me to do my Medicare outside of farmers. So mainly with farmers, as long as the auto, home, and the commercial, if farmers has the first right of refusal. So in other words, the business has to go through farmers with those lines of insurance and life insurance. Okay. Aside from that, when you're dealing with something that gets declined by farmers or non-renewed by farmers, then they give you the ability to go place it outside. Medicare, no big deal. ACA, they're not even in the market, so you can do all the ACA that you want. Yeah, farmers really is gives us a good opportunity to to sell out other lines outside. Great questions, guys. Any other questions? I'm going to try to keep this one short and not continue. That way I can get back to the general session here. Um, but guys, hey, thank you for being on today's call. If there's no other questions, if there is, just type them. I don't mind staying if you've got a question. Okay, I don't think so. All right. Hey guys, well, thank you for joining me today. On next, let's see, I'm thinking next Friday, I do have a guest for us. I'm going to be bringing in a guest. I got to remember who I asked. Um, but I'm going to start bringing in some guests on our YouTube live to talk about some of these ancillary products that I love to sell. Um, I will, um, I will let you guys know. I wish I knew right now. Jeez, man, my mind's all over. Um, Also, I'm recovering from COVID, but I do feel a lot better compared to a couple of days ago. All right, Ivan. Hey, and I will tell you the beauty of this trip, guys. You know, it's an agency owner trip, but if I had to rely just on my production, at this point, I'm more of the CEO. I run the business, run the company, but my team, man, and Ivan, you're one of the reasons I'm here. The live production that we've done last year and the live production that we're doing this year, guys, a lot of it is because of what the team does. So thank you, Ivan. Guys, thank you so much. I'll see you all next Friday, and I will have a guest for you. I'll be posting it out there. God, I'm trying to think of the name of the guest. I have to go to my calendar and look it up. But again, thank you so much, guys. I will see you all next time, next Friday. Thank you.